be kind. Please, let's get out of our mind. Please, let's leave the evil and drama behind. We can all seek what we wish to find. We have to take a break and get out of the daily grind.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bruce Wilson, and today we're doing the Candace Moments Show. My dear friend Candace is ready to answer some questions and talk about what's going on and what's good for us in this world. And so, my dear friend Candace, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Yeah, well, it's, in Vermont, living in Vermont, it's snowing like crazy. And I know it's not cold though. It's not cold. It was cold. Yesterday it was cold. My fingers were cold, and I can't stand it. Like on my face, my fingers and my toes get cold. I think most people don't like that either. Everything else is warm, but everything else, and then the rest is freezing. So how's it there in yours, Kentucky?
It's cold here too. So it's a little chilly, but we're getting closer to spring. So lots of rain one day, snow another. You just kind of got to wing it.
Yeah. So yeah, we gotta get that Kentucky bluegrass going right there.
I know, I'm ready.
It's so interesting about that grass. It's actually blue. I mean, it's actually like greenish blue. I mean, it's a famous grass. So you got any Kentucky bluegrass growing around your house?
No, it's all brown right now.
Yeah.
All the weather's taking it out. I'm like, please come back, please.
Well, it's definitely, you live in Kentucky, and it's definitely grass, so it's got to be Kentucky grass. Oh, but it's bluegrass, all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's cool, though. That's cool. So Candace Moments. Oh, God. Candace Moments. She lights up the world, everybody. She's like, she's godsend, and she's the light, and she does so much for everybody, She Poetry Pioneer. Yes. So let's talk about Poetry Pioneer. What, a little bit. I know that's your baby. That's our baby. What's going on with Poetry Pioneer right now?
Well, it's, as you know, it's constantly evolving. So, I started it out to help, spread light across the world through poetry, and me and you connected, and it's just continuing to grow with ideals. We've connected with people across the world, different age gaps. Now I'm getting into the AI music, creating songs, working on publishing another book, trying to help people publish books. I don't know, we're doing our contests, we're having people, so we're just elevating as much as we can in every way that we can. And I think that's the main thing, is just continuing to grow and trying to keep this world positive, because it's crazy right now.
Yeah. You got you got a song you can play? You got one of those songs you created?
I do, but let me see if I don't know how to share it where the sound.
Turn it on. Let's see how it sounds. How many songs you got so far? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry. I said I got my own YouTube channel, and I've got 4 currently loaded on there, but I'm still working on making more. Dang it. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how to do the settings on Zoom. I can send the audio to CCTV, and they can upload and play one of the songs.
Yeah. You definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
You want to, yeah. Yeah, maybe nice to hear some. So so they can play a song from at the beginning of our show.
Yeah.
In this moment's show. Yeah. So people can hear it. Now that's interesting. I mean, I know you're doing songs that you wrote. And now you're a producer. You're the president, you're the CEO, you're a poet, you're a producer. Damn.
It just keeps going.
Shazam.
Okay, just keep doing what I gotta do. We're just answering the call. Just do what we do. Let's keep trying.
You're the light. Wow. That's a lot for one person. Mother, you work, clean your
Yeah.
damn house. Every time I look around, you clean your damn house.
It's a big house. That's
I
what
know.
I'm saying. I miss having, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for everything I have. And don't ever let me not feel or speak that way. But in having a big house, it comes with a lot of cleaning. And then I have an 11-year-old who just constantly breaking
White
stuff
boy.
or bringing mud in, or then there's animals. And so,
Yeah.
I have to be really intentional on making time to relax, or I will be busy, busy,
I
busy.
know. You got to deal with me. Damn. That's a lot. Just me alone is a lot because I got a lot going on, and we both have a lot going on together on the work that we do with this media and all our programs.
Yeah.
And our so wonderful Poetry Pioneer.
Well,
Um,
I recently sent out the emails to the media locally. I haven't heard back from them, but I was trying to network in Kentucky. I'm going to keep trying to reach out to other networks to try to get it out there, because I mean, I'm grateful for this platform and everything that we've done, but we think we spoke about that, just trying to get those connections and keep building them and growing. Because we're just trying to reach as many people as we can to make it better. And
yeah. And so
uh,
before I leave our CCTV studio right now, because that's where I'm at, I'll um I'll ask Jordan what's our connection there and connect in Connecticut media. She probably be able to hit us up right quick. So I'll do that. So maybe it'll save you some time. Um, so so Candace Moment, this is the Candace Moment show, everybody. And it's Candace Moment. It's just an honor. It's a pleasure and an honor just to be able to, you know, um, talk to you because you're so grateful and you're pleasant. People love you, and I know you work real hard with on that too. So you got farm animals. I know we probably talked about it on cat. This is Candace Moment episode 4, and so I know we've talked about it probably on one, at least episode 1. But let's talk about some of your cool animals that you have around there that your friends. Your
well,
bu-
I know that there's currently like a scarcity of eggs in the world, and people are worried about the cost of eggs. But that is the one benefit to having a whole bunch of birds, except for something has been eating the eggs. So keeping animals away has been a challenge. But I've got geese, I've got ducks, I've got chickens. And they're constantly hungry, but I love it because when I get home, literally the whole flock they fly to you because they want food. And I think that's so cool. Like they just will fly up every day and greet me. And I enjoy that. So thankfully, smaller flocks. Bird flu is not an issue from what they've said. It's just a bigger flock, so I'm not worried. But uh, I do like going out there and just spending time with them and being out in the country. I think it was the other day I just walked out to the pond and sat on the dock and just like looked at the water. And do you know what I thought about? Absolutely nothing. And it was so amazing. Like I just sat there and just was like absorbing the sunlight. And I was just like,
Who
oh,
can believe that? Who can believe that? I mean, that you sit out there and thought about nothing.
I know.
And then I had to bug you. And then you like, Bruce, I'm sitting on the damn dock, sitting by the dock of the bay, and
I know that.
just chilling. And I was cool to see you sitting there because normally you're not by the dock or on the dock, you're sitting on the yard or something, or just chilling like that with sunlight hitting you. But sitting on the dock, that was something different, and it was good. That was good that you chose that spot. So, but still, you still hadn't say what type of animals you have on your farm. You got
Oh,
geese, chicken.
geese, chicken, ducks, and then I've got 3 dogs, and then that's it. No, I thought about getting a donkey there for a while, and then I did research, and I'm like, no, they require way too much work, so we're not
Yeah,
going to do that.
yeah,
Uh,
they need a veterinarian as their next door neighbor because
mm-mm,
they always need something.
yeah.
Donkey. I know that's funny. You hear hee haw hee haw hee
I,
haw. I'm a donkey. Donkey.
it'd be cute for like 3 days, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah,
No, I mean, I wouldn't get rid of it, but I'm just saying there are a lot of responsibility. And so I did my due diligence in research before. I was just like, oh, so cute. And I'm like, you know what? That's just maybe if I had like some help out here, but just by myself, I'm like, no, I do not need to add that on. I'll just go to a petting zoo. So that
It's not like I'm finding a donkey there or petting zoo, maybe. Damn donkey. Out of all things, get you a mule or something.
I think we did it is the summer they had the fair and they had that donkey race and it was
Oh,
the funniest thing. People like random people ride the donkeys. And
I think you sent me something
yeah,
about
like
that.
I was after that, I was like, you know what? I want a donkey. They're funny. But yeah, random. Sorry.
What do donkeys eat? Like grain, eat grain or vegetable? What they eat?
Grain, hay, I think a
Oh,
little
hey.
bit of everything. Yeah, I didn't. Once I realized that they had to have regular hoof maintenance and then they had to go to the vet, and I was like, no.
Yeah. I think some donkeys can be a little mean too.
But yeah, right. I don't need to be bullied by a donkey, and it will happen. I'll be like, no,
You have to take the nine out there on that
no.
ass. He's like, no, I don't want to bring the gun. You better take that nine out there. You know all these crazy animals and
I
that
got
wild
eye to
thing.
eye with the possum with the BB gun, and I couldn't even shoot it. I was like, oh my god, and I took off. I was like, I got
Believe me, you got baby gun. Get that. You live in the country for real, and you got a lot of you live on a lot of land, and these all these cool animals that be going around. They just looking for stuff. You just might want them. They might not want nothing to do with you, but they just, you run up on them, and you never know.
My
You know,
mom's hilarious. She describes it. It's coyote mating season. And so she described it to someone because she didn't know what it was. And she said that it sounded like there was ladies out here screaming at night. And I'm like,
oh, really?
not that dramatic, but it does. You walk out there and you can hear them. So it's a vibe. You know, it's lively out here. There's beavers. There's always something going on.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want you to carry the gat with you when you're out there. Forget that. Carry that nine. But anyways, so you got some stuff going on. Wow. So what's going on with you got a you got also one for Poetry Pioneer contest that we do, and we got a winner.
Yeah. So
Right?
we had. Oh,
What's it?
sorry.
What's
Um.
it? I don't know. Said. I mean, what? She's from India. I put it that way.
Yeah.
And wow, man. So the last one was from the United States, Mackenzie, and wasn't that nice? So when did she come on? What show? When she come on our show?
Well, I've reached out to her to schedule a time. I'm just waiting to hear back from her. So we're gonna get her on here. But yeah, it was I really enjoyed speaking with her.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So this person from India, she just was on the show, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
Mackenzie, I reached out to. We did
Hmm.
this the second place from India. She was just on the show. I just submitted that um to the network.
Yeah.
So yeah, she really, really was so grateful and positive and really it was really nice too because Mackenzie gave her poem on freedom and how she felt about what freedom meant to her. And then to hear that's kind of why I got the other person on here. I figured, or we discussed it'd be a really good idea because we had a different perspective. We had someone here who had their voice of freedom, and then we had someone from India who had their poem about freedom. She was very positive too. Very interesting background. I love to hear her success, and so I look to partner with all of our winners. I think we said that's our goal to keep
Yeah.
everyone that is involved in our contest that we network with if we can to get them, you know,
No doubt
involved
about it.
with our purpose and goals.
Yeah. And the good thing, and so another big thing that we're doing and trying to do is our winners, and we'll get to they're so unique and everything you just said about them. Get them involved in Poetry Pioneer and are so wonderful, and let them help us in the region that they live, well, the region or the region or country that they live in, where then we get more people involved in our mission goals and objective, which is to let's do the right things. Um, let's be cool, calm, collective in this world. All our topics are what was it? Faith, truth. What was the first one?
Faith, Oh no, we
So
had love, faith, and there was something about, oh gosh.
I love. I don't know. I forget. I forget what the first one, very first one was.
I'm trying to go back. I don't know. I'll look
But
at
anyway, but anyways, those. So our topics are about um. Did we have one like freedom?
we had faith, and then we had one about dreams come true, where that one they wrote. Um, we had the winner from India, and then we had uh Love Heals, where we had the contest about love, and then we just did the one about freedom.
Right.
We're going to have another one coming in. We're just waiting. We're going to get some input from some of our guests, see what ideals they have before we come up with our ideals, so we can tap into what the hot topics are and what are really going to get people engaged across. And like you said, get them to network, because
Right.
we're only, I don't want to say that, we're trying to make an impact, and so we can only do that by connecting and communicating. So
Yeah. Well, tell them how to do it. Give them give them the website
yeah, so you can look at www.poetrypioneer.com. If you want to reach out, my email is poetrypioneer2021@gmail.com. And I also have the links to any of my social networks or any of that on my website. And so you can also reach out to Bruce at Art So Wonderful if you want to get in touch with him too.
Yeah.
So both
Yeah.
here.
Sure. And so what I was saying too was that these individuals who's part of our network and media and Poetry Pioneer, um, we want them to help us with spread the word across the world. And when we first, excuse me, I'm burping off water. So when we first started our mission goals and objective, you and I, Candace, we're trying to figure out how can we reach everybody, the best way we can. And sure enough, we're doing it. We got our cable show, we got our podcast, and we got our media links, to our pioneer.com and wonderful.com, and people are actually communicating with us. And so all we want the winners to do is, with their incredible poetry and the way their incredible self, is to get their peers, like get people like them, or get, and necessarily not like them, but get them involved in what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? And then wow, so far it's all good. Do you have any metrics? Do you have any numbers about the last show? I mean, not the last one, but the what, McKinsey, is it? Do you have any? I don't know. You can guess. I don't know. I know you gotta.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, but I know that we have discussed that we decided that we're going to not do away with the podcast, but we're going to improve that.
Right.
We're going to do cable shows because we
Right.
really feel like that people, based on what we saw, that they really seem to enjoy the face, seeing our faces and being able to connect with us more than the sound. So just know we observe and we listen, and so
Yep.
we respond. Whether you tell us or not, we're paying attention to what the trends are and trying to make sure that we do our due diligence to make sure we give people what they want and need, while also spreading the light. So
Sure. So Candace, you're the you're the number one of this outfit. How,
I
Candace, whatever you say, Candace, can you just set the date? Candace, what's that thing? She probably going, damn boy, I gotta do everything. But you're so, you got this magnet, you got this light that shines so bright. And it's like you have the answers, I mean, the themes, and it works, I mean, like it'll take me a minute. I can come up with a good thing. I know I can, but it'll take me a minute. But you'd be like, well, let's call it truth based on where the faith, based on how the world is going right now. And let's do this called love, because we need more love. That's how you are. And so, you relate, and you compare and you compile and measurements and everything. So it's a no-brainer for me to let you do that, because it just makes sense. Now, So, have you heard of um, Gulf of America?
Yes, yes. It's gonna take me a minute. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to that. I'm just gonna call it the Gulf. Call it the Gulf. No, I'm just joking. No, that I mean hey, why not? You can just it's a name. I mean, you can change it.
I mean, if because I know for a fact that I don't mind the name at all because I know I never know what the Gulf of Mexico was. I never know what they do there. Do you
No.
know? So I know if it's Gulf of America, it's gonna be popping. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some shit happening. What exactly I really gotta look at it on the map because I don't know what the hell. It's a Gulf. A Gulf is like a water, right?
It's like
Like,
and most of it really is. It's like the part where Florida and all that. I don't know if Texas is there too. I'm gonna have to pull it up. But it's like all through there that used to be the Gulf of Mexico. I don't know. I'm going on a cruise in March, at the end of March, so I'm gonna probably be in that. I don't know if I'll be in that area, but I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm not going to say it's interesting, but I just think, sometimes, what is it, 2025? Everything's been the way it has been for,
but thing
sometimes
worse than Vine or
spice it up and change the name every once in a while, change the vibe, we'll see what happens. Just roll with it. I mean,
what about the changing the Gaza Strip to the America Strip? Now I'm gonna make an opinion there. So one thing I think that I don't know exactly the culture of I know people in that country love the Gaza Strip and they live there. And but I'm telling you, their own peer, their own religion, their own types of people bomb the shit out that place. It looks like a God, my God, who would want to live there unless you really do it up, do it over, make it lovable, make it nice, make it in war and peaceful, right? And so I want to tell the president said that he wanted this going to be the USA Gaza the strip or whatever. So and he like, oh, don't worry about it. We're gonna hear a Trump tower here. He didn't say that, but you can imagine. And you
I
can,
love how you're laughing though, because none of it's funny. Like, I know that there's a lot of people
no, no, it's not funny. I'm laughing at
it's
him. Like,
stressful, but you have to just go with the flow because honestly, like, if whoever else is over there, I don't know if somebody else took it over, we can't really do anything about it. It's like whoever it is, I hope they improve it, make it better. And I'm not probably going to travel over there to visit for vacation or anything. I don't know if it's going to be a travel spot. I don't know what the location looks like, but I hope they help the locals and those people that have been displaced.
make it
Right.
affordable, so-called affordable, like it is here in the United States. Like affordable housing means, can you afford this? Can you afford 900 a month? Then that unit's for you. Can you afford 1,000 a month? Then that unit's for you.
Yeah.
That's affordable. But the thing is that what I like about it is that the United States have stepped up to say this is a war torn area. And when they show do the flybys from the Google shots, oh my God. It's like you can't live there without you redoing it, redeveloping it, I mean not redeveloping, but developing it. You just can't live there. And so for United States to say, hey, listen, we'll fix it all up, and it costs the US citizens nothing. And to do, like I said, you got every billionaire you think about in the cabinet, they can do that up real nice. And so I don't know if you want to change the name to USA, but I always like, I would think that I think we should. I think we should call the USA strip or whatever. I think so because especially if we're going to put trillions of dollars in that era, because that's what it's going to take to rebuild it, and then get the people back in that era, help them, let them help rebuild it, let them live there, build their schools and their mosques, and get what they, do the right thing, and sit them down and ask them what the hell you want out here. Let's
Yeah.
do what you actually want, and let them, people just, who, because they live there, they say, hear Trump say, oh, we're going to make it the USA strip. You just can't just say, oh, God, no, we want it like, we don't want him to do nothing. We want it like that. Please, what about your kids? They need to see that place nice. It's this, something about war torn. If you want to look up what is war torn is, go look at the Gaza Strip. That's a war torn
Yeah,
area. And like it go for miles.
it does. It does. It's
Miles.
crazy.
It's like all they did was bomb that place. God.
I never understood. I'm like, why? I never understood any of that. I never understand how war solves problems.
Mm.
But I know that I feel like the intentions are good. And as long as we look at the intention behind what is happening, like they're trying to help people make it livable, make it better. Then as someone told me the other day, they brought this up. Life is 90%. Hold on. I can't remember. It's 10% of what happens to you, and 90% is how you react. And so I think just sometimes if you have help, you got to accept it, and if we got people willing to help and that country needs help, um, you know, hopefully it'll all work out. I'm sure it will. And then it'll be a
Well,
cool place.
he's already met with some of the presidents and some of the leaders in that area, and like I don't know what he told them, but Trump is straight up gangster anyway. So I don't know, I don't know what deals he made because he's a deal maker, and what
All right. It
he is
looks
straight up
like
gangster.
I got a notification that we got 10 minutes left. I'm just giving you
Awesome,
yeah.
nice. So oh wow, so USA, boy. So let's talk a little bit about the immigration piece. I don't think that's too good. I mean, I don't like no gangsters and pimps and um criminals from other countries here illegally doing. So I don't mind at all that he sending them back to where they come from. But these little innocent kids, I mean, who's been going to school, who was born here, who just and their parents are hard workers, and you know I'm not good with that though, because just give them the paperwork they need, whatever. But anybody they send in, that they send it back, like murderers and criminals and rapists, and yeah, send their ass back, and I'll be right there to help you do it. You know what I mean? But other than that, I think that they need to look at it a little different. You just can't go. Where's your papers? You ain't got none. Okay, let's go with me. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel differently, Bruce, and I'm going to tell you that because I just had to pay $400 in passport fees. And it took me 3 appointments to get my son's passport because I didn't have his dad there. And then there was all this paperwork I had to get. And then they wanted this and that. And, I've never left the country in 41 years. And I have to go through all this just in case I get in another country. Because if I get trapped in another country, I've been told that you can't get back if you don't have a passport. You can't get back. They won't let you back in. And so if our own citizens can't leave without coming back, if they don't have proper papers, then it's like, okay, we're just letting people in. There's a process. There's always been a process. And it's unfortunate that we can't welcome everybody, but until all countries band together and are willing to treat people equally and take care of their people, there's only, I don't want to say there's only so many resources because we've already talked. It's too great to measure. There's unlimited resources, possibilities, depending on how you think about it. But the children that have came over here, I agree. It's sad, especially I grew up with, not grew up, but I worked in healthcare for a while. I've dealt with patients that have came over that didn't speak the language, that didn't have papers. I've helped them get financial counseling. You know, and everyone just wants the best for their family. Everyone, and I think that's the hard part
Yeah.
is you have to find that balance as there has to be law and order and that's just in any society, no matter looking back, you have to have processes because if not, it's going to overwhelm everything. And so there has to be a peaceful way to do it. But
No, I agree with you on that. I'm saying the same thing you saying on that one.
yeah,
I'm saying that the criminals that's come from other countries illegally, like who might have came over the fence or some shit, that yeah, send them back. That's all I'm saying. We
oh
don't want
yeah, yeah,
that's what I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, but and I'm saying the same thing you saying, like the little kids, the parents, those people that you work with, or not work with, but have well, you guess you work with them because they'll come to the medical center where you work, and they'll come to places that you might see them and have to say something to them. And people too, you know what I mean? Like you said, everybody just want the best. I mean, like they just want they come to America because they feel like America have a promise. You know what I mean?
I
Help
think the
people.
process seems hard. Like I've never went through it. I don't know what it is, but I know, like I said, just to get the passport to go through everything. I mean, it wasn't that hard, but making sure I had my birth certificate, making sure, I had an appointment and all these different things. Hopefully one day the world will, which I'm not going to say hopefully, one day there will be a world where it's just, hopefully all the leaders will come together and they'll still, I mean, there's always going to have to be borders, but they'll be just everybody's good. You know what I mean? Everybody's good.
That's why we got a Candace Moment show, ma'am. That's the whole damn reason. And just so everybody know, Candace Moments, she's got these incredible affirmations. Let's talk about your books.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead. Talk about
So,
your book now.
my book, The New World Light: Poetic Affirmations to Create Heaven on Earth, is still out. It's available on Amazon. Uh, I'll have the links on my website. You can go there. You can go directly to Amazon. It won an International Impact Book Award. They had the ceremony this month in Arizona, but it was way too expensive. The way things are going right now, that's not something I could do, but I'm looking for future opportunities to do other things. And I'm working on my other book. Still haven't came up with the official title, but I'm almost halfway done. I sent you a proof of it to kind of look at. I still have the GoFundMe page. I'll share the link there just to help us because we've talked about we want to do contests where we can start giving monetary value prizes. Because that's we can make an impact that way too. We're not just making an impact by letting them use their voice. We can give them a little money to go get them something they may want or need. So every little bit's helpful. And then, just the affirmations, I still send them to you. Sometimes I slip up. I try to do them daily. It's a hard practice to practice, everyone, but it does transform your life because if you
Boy,
change
those,
your mindset, you change your day.
those affirmations that you write every day. Oh God, it's something else. There's so much. I don't. How can I say to you that they're getting better and better? That's not a bad thing for me to say. But because I read your first one, I think they are getting better and better. You know what I mean? And I know how you think a lot. In a lot of ways. It's like it's how you write affirmations based on how you feel. You know what I mean? Like when you wake up in the morning, shit happened like yesterday. I don't know. Maybe I said something or your son or family might have said something, and you go about how um you go by your feelings and your emotions and your attitude, and you just lay it down, boom, because what you want to do is like raise that, get that light brighter,
Yeah,
and get that light bright, and move on. You know what I'm saying?
transform
But
it. You gotta, whatever they call it.
yeah,
I can't think of the
that's what
word.
you do. You put it down on paper, boom. Guess what? That affirmation is going in a book one day that somebody else going to be reading, and you're going to they feel the same way. They might not know how the emotions that you put into writing those words because they got to know you like me. But I know, and then I feel you, and I say, God, see, I know, she's like, I get it when you write them. I get it. I'm like. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I get that. I know what she's saying, and Read this boy, and so
Well,
helps me out.
I gave a book to one of the people, a doctor I work with. I gave her a book as a retirement gift, and she came
Nice.
back, and I take this as an honor. She told me it was very inspiring and that it was a great book. And I don't know how many publications she's had. And so
Right.
just knowing that even people read it, they love it, it makes an impact, it makes me want to do it more. And so I appreciate any feedback. We got
Yeah.
1 minute left, Bruce. I have a poem I want to read, and it's called
Everything about GoFundMe thing. I don't, care
yeah,
about.
GoFundMe. I already mentioned that. I will send the link and all that to them to put in the show. So we're
Yeah.
good to go.
Okay. Read that poem.
All right, it's called Success. Success is not obtained by job position or pay. Success is in everything, especially in what you think and say. Success is making it through the hardest day. Success is making things happen when life works against you and there is no way. Success is waking up and having faith that no matter what you do, everything will be okay. Everyone has a different definition of success that can make you swing and sway. Success is whatever makes you feel passionate and alive, and every day is Friday. Success is being yourself and finding happiness in life and making time to play. Becoming successful can cause some of the life around you to decay. Just take a breath and pray, and know that you are leading an example and others will walk the way. Success is knowing despite everything, you will be happy anyway.
Nice, nice. So this has been the Candace Moment Show, and you see her yourself, the lovely Candace.
Silence never make a sound. Today I will be the one who stands strong and proud. Today I will scream my truth even loud and unbound. Today I won't bow down. I'll wear my own crown. Today I will be the seeker who rises unbound. Did you think I'd run away? Never again.